Daddy's little girl. She paints the world with her magic wand. Daddy's little child. She breathes new life to the morning time for me. When we're apart, her thoughts follow me. Dear donor, here's a story of you and me. A one-sided story. A story I don't know if you will ever hear, but a story I need to tell. In this story, you will play the part of the invisible man, the figure supposedly absent from my life, the ghost, the placeholder, the distant memory, the hero, the villain, and the plot twist. You have been a part of my story since day one. Let it be known to the audience that donor is not dad, donor is not papa, donor is not father. Donor is biological in a sentimental world and the sentimental mind of a young girl. Daddy's little girl wraps a ribbon around my heart. Daddy's little child waves goodbye to the morning tide that greets me. Though we're apart, she's a part of me. Let it be known to the audience that I, Lauren, have never until 1 month ago known any bit of information about my donor. I never saw his picture, never read his file, never delved into the world of my 8 biological siblings. I, Lauren, did not want to know. Here is a story I need to tell. Why didn't I want to know? Wasn't I curious? Didn't I feel like something was missing? I was scared to know you. I was scared to know what color your hair was, what your dreams were, what you majored in college. Would it somehow reflect on me? What would it mean if I knew something, anything about the man with whom I shared half my DNA? Dear donor, I don't know if we will ever meet, and if we do, I don't know what we'll talk about or how much I'll say. I wonder if I'll tell you about this performance I'm doing at my university that's all about you. See, I started this project with this sense of urgency. I was about to graduate and move out into the world, and still there was this teeny tiny piece of the puzzle missing. I am my art, and my art is me, so what better way to understand and discover me than through a one-person show? I was so excited to let everyone into my world, but now I'm not so sure. I want to be strong, and I want to be brave. I want this project not to burden me, but to lift me up, to enlighten me. But have it taken on more than I can handle? Is this a part of me that the world is meant to see? They tell me to be strong, and they tell me to be brave, but what right do they have to tell me when to be strong and when to be brave? Can my emotions be directed? Can my life be directed? I mean, what happens if I go into this and find that I'm more lost than I was at the beginning? What if it's not groundbreaking, not earth-shaking, not theatrical? What if in the end, it's just a girl standing on stage talking about a man that happens to look like her? What if it's the opposite? What if I tumble and fall into this thing, into this world of whoever you are, and suddenly I can't handle any of my emotions? At the end, if the audience is begging for a resolution, for a catharsis to my life, what will I give them? What will I do? But in the end, this is a story of you and me. A one-sided story. A story of me. Let it be known to the audience that they are watching an open-ended story, a plot not fully developed or conceived. And they're being trusted to come with me on a journey that may not have an ending at all. Hi, I'm Lauren. My name is Lauren Mercier. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. My name is Lauren. Hi. I'm Lauren. Dear donor, what's a daddy? I have a mama and I have a Dory, and that's it. They're the best moms in the whole world. My best friend Kate also has two moms. Their names are Jane and Juju. Except Kate's a little different than me. She was adopted from China, so she doesn't know her birth mama. I know my birth mama. Mama was my birth mama, and Dory helped her. And I know that you were my donor, and you helped my mama so that she could have a baby. Dory was going to have a baby too, but then she decided not to. Dear donor, today was Father's Day, and at school everyone was making cards for their dads. Well, my teacher knew I didn't have a dad, so she told me I could draw a picture instead. Well, I politely informed her that today was actually not Father's Day, but Dory Day, and I would be making a card for my Dory. Dear donor, my moms tell me I'm special because you're special. She told me that you were someone she would have liked to know in real life. Sometimes I lie awake at night and like to imagine you. Do you have light skin and a beard? Or are you tall with dark skin? Are you an explorer traveling to far-off places? Are you a Latin dancer? Do you like cats or dogs? Do you like Cher? Are you anything at all like me? Hi, my name is Lauren. I found you on the donor sibling registry. I think we have the same donor. I was wondering if you'd like to talk. I'm doing this project and I have some questions. Here's a picture of my dad. He probably looks a little different than your dad. That's because I was born with the help of a sperm donor. What's a sperm donor, you may be asking? A sperm donor is a man who donates his sperm so that families that can't have a baby the typical way can have a baby. The California Cryobank has thousands of different sperm donor donations. Well, one day, my mom decided that she wanted to have a baby. However, my mom's lesbian, so she wasn't interested in having a baby the typical way. So she decided to use a sperm donor. She went through many, many different sperm donor packets. See, when a donor donates, he has to fill out this packet of information that has all these things about him, like his hair color and eye color and family history, and other things like his IQ, hobbies, and activities. Well, my mom searched and searched and searched, and finally, she found the right one. He was English and Italian and worked as a sailing instructor. He described himself as adventurous, wild, honest, and optimistic. This was the one my mom wanted to use to make her babies. So, with some of Dory's positive energy, 8 months later, I was born. And 15 months after that, along came my sister. And thus, the Mercier Hawks family was created. Dear donor, I'm different. I never got it before, but now I do. Other kids have normal families. They have mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, and they never have to be embarrassed about anything. I don't have that. I have a weird family. No one else in the 7th grade has 2 moms, and everyone would just think it's so weird. It's my deepest, darkest secret. Sometimes I feel bad because I don't want both my moms to pick me up at my friend's house. I don't want my friends' moms, parents knowing that I have 2 moms. It sucks because I'm worried that if they knew, maybe I wouldn't be allowed to hang out anymore. I just don't understand why I can't have like a PTA mom like everyone else's mom. And you know what's the worst? Is my moms have to work. None of my friends' moms have to work. Marissa's mom just goes to the spa all day and takes her shopping whenever she wants. Like, can I just have a mom that does mom things and a dad that does dad things? It's not fair! Dear donor, today I heard about this legal thing called Prop 8. Apparently everyone at high school was talking about it. I guess they're trying to take away the rights of gays and lesbians to get married? That is totally and completely wrong. I'm currently the vice president of the Gay Straight Alliance at my school, and I'm definitely going to work on the No on Hate campaign. See, since coming to high school, I realized it's not such a bad thing to have 2 moms. Actually, people here think it's pretty cool. And honestly, it makes me feel like I kind of have a right to care so much about things like Prop 8. You know, like no one can tell me that my feelings are wrong. I love my 2 moms, and I am so, so proud of them. And I believe that every kid with 2 gay parents has a right to feel like their family is recognized by the state. Obama! Obama! Let mama marry mama! Obama! Obama! Let mama marry mama! Obama! Obama! Let mama marry mama! Let it be known to the boys and the men in my life that the fact that I do not have a father does not give them the right to try and take that place. It does not give them a right to use and abuse my emotions, my love, my power, or my need. Dear donor, I'm 14 and I'm in love with a boy. I was in love with a boy named Gavin at 5 years old, then Bo at 8 years old, then Trey at 12, and Ryan at 13. But now, here at 14, it's Zane, and this time I'm sure it's the real thing. Sometimes I worry, though, that the fact that I fall in love with boys so quickly is because I don't have a dad, and I'm constantly trying to find someone to take care of me and fill that place. I don't know if that's true, but my moms have said it once or twice as well, so maybe it is. I will admit, though, that there is something that fascinates me about boys. I mean, they're a complete mystery to me. Growing up in a family of 4 women, boys were a foreign species. And I love them. But now I love this one. He saw me in the chorus of the school musical and said he had to meet me. He understands me. He cares about me. He only cares for me. It's me and him against the world. I trust him with everything. Dear donor, what's love supposed to feel like? I know what my moms say love is, but part of me worries that maybe it's not the same thing for me. I mean, is homosexual love the same as heterosexual love? It can't be. I mean, do they know what I'm going through? If I had a dad to talk to me about all this, what would he say? What would he do? Would he protect me? Would I be his little princess? I mean, what would he do that I don't have now? Dear donor, I think I misunderstood love. I think I misunderstood trust. I tried again to have sex tonight, and it hurt, and I didn't like it. He yelled at me, and I cried and hid and went somewhere else. I think I misunderstood love. I wanted to be cared for, but he controls me. You can't wear that to school. Why do you want to hang out with them? You should hang out with me. I'm your boyfriend. You used to be a slut until I changed you. I wanted to be needed, but he needs too much. Your parents don't listen to you. I'm the only one who listens to you. You don't need friends, you have me. I wanted to be loved, but my love was abused. Do you see these scars on my arms? I swear to God, if you break up with me, Lauren, I'm gonna fucking kill myself! I think I misunderstood love. Let it be known to the audience that these moments in my life do not define me. These moments in my life lead me to bigger and better things. I misunderstood love. I thought to be controlled was to be cared for. To be restrained was to be needed. Well, I'm 21 now, and so much older and wiser than I was then. I still don't know if I understand what love is, but I understand what love is not. Love is not restraint and control. Love doesn't have to do with the absence of a father figure. Love doesn't have to do with the hole in me that needs to be filled. Love is baked banana muffins in the morning. Love is curling up under the covers and watching old movies all day. Love is tales of kings and queens before bedtime. Love is something my mothers gave to me in such abundance that I should have never misunderstood what love could be. Dear donor, you have been a part of my story since day one, yet it would seem I don't need you to understand what love is. Let it be known to the audience that I, Lauren, still love with an unquenchable thirst. I still dive headlong into the new passion of love. My heart is not damaged. It's maybe been bruised once or twice, but bruises heal and leave no scars. And now that I understand what a treasure my heart is, I'll save it up for someone who sees it as a treasure too. Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm not really sure how you write a letter like this. I don't know if I should be writing it at all.
Aren't you curious? Don't you want to know? I want to know for you. It's all so exciting.
If you're going to do this, I really think you should go see a counselor. There are going to be so many emotions that come up that you may not be ready to deal with.
You have to dig deep, Lauren. You're going to need to go to a dangerous place to make this interesting. You can't be scared.
Why are you scared? This is so insignificant. You make it more dramatic than it needs to be. He's just a guy who asked some of your DNA. None of this means anything about who you are.
Why does any of this matter? You have two mothers who love you dearly. Why do we need to talk about any of this? I think we should just let it alone.
Why are you scared?
Aren't you
This is
curious?
so
Don't you want to know?
insignificant.
I want to know, Lauren. It's all so exciting.
March 8th, 2016. Dear Lauren, we've noted your interest in contacting your donor. I would be happy to assist you in this process. It appears that your donor has agreed to let his offspring contact him however he wishes to remain completely and totally anonymous. You can send me an email with a picture of you, your date of birth, a bio, and any questions you have for him. I'd be happy to forward that along. He can or cannot respond as he so wishes. This is completely up to him, so please don't expect a mandatory response. Good luck, Lauren. Sincerely, Beatrice. Too real. Too close. No! I thought I needed to know. I thought in order to grow, I needed to know. But now here I am, and I'm lost and confused. This project was supposed to lift me up, but it lifted you up. It made you a real person. I didn't need a real person. have two moms who love me unconditionally, but I will never have a dad. What would he even say if he responded? Would they even want to know? I don't know. Let it be known to the audience that Hunter is not dad. Hunter is not father. Hunter is biological in a sentimental world, in the sentimental mind of a young girl.